Morning before school to run on the treadmill because I was fat. My name's Tina. One time my dad cut his own finger and splattered the blood all over the wall so that when the cops pull up, he could say that my mom assaulted him. And then every night he would get me to go on the scale to see if I lost weight from going on the treadmill in the morning. When I was 5, my dad poured gasoline all over the house and threatened to light it on fire, and some of it even got on my sister. When I was 10, I cut my own face because I want to be cool, and then my dad got so mad he threatened me with a 5-foot stick and then also called me a hoe. One time we were ghost hunting and out of nowhere I got a phone call from my mom saying that my dad stole.
You may find these videos uncomfortable, but don't. It's just the modern currency. Talking about your sad past, or trauma dumping, has become the new normal. People who grew up in tough households or find themselves in difficult situations aren't looking for solutions anymore. They're looking for attention, sympathy, and validation. Why? Because they get rewarded for it, by us, and by the algorithm. People now talk about trauma as if they're flexing it, and society just accepts it. We've reached a point where people assume someone with trauma is automatically right, or inherently kinder than others. Society expects someone who shares their trauma to remain broken, sad, and completely vulnerable. If a traumatized person actually outgrows their past, they are suddenly no longer useful. They lose that special kindness in the eyes of the public, and the people who once supported them move on, hunting for the next broken soul to pity. But it wasn't always like this. Let's look back a few centuries to the Stoic era, ancient Rome. Kings were chosen for their might and their courage. They rarely showed emotion. The icons of that time did the same. They asked the most brutal questions, fought bloody wars, or traveled thousands of miles to trade without fear. In that age, people respected those with courage, not a sack of trauma. The brave kept their secrets to themselves, sharing them only with those they were truly close to. It's a sharp contrast to modern times, where people broadcast their deepest wounds to millions of strangers. So how did we get here? To answer this, we have to move forward to post-World War II. Europe was destroyed and in debt. As civilization slowly rebuilt itself, one group was constantly in the headlines: the Jewish people, victims of the Nazi genocide. The whole world stepped up to help, which provided necessary aid, but also something else: global attention. For the first time, humanity saw that having a messed up past wouldn't lead to being taunted, but to being cared for. This shift didn't happen overnight. Slowly, generation by generation, we stopped taunting the broken and started listening to them. Genuine sympathy was born, but with the birth of the internet, that sympathy turned into a currency. People realized they could trade their darkest secrets for engagement. This peaked after COVID-19, when the world faced a new epidemic, the loneliness epidemic. People are now lonelier than ever, and they won't hesitate to share anything if it buys them a moment of attention. That is why we have these videos. People watch because they relate to the pain. The algorithm pushes it because the retention is high. Creators make it because it's easy content. And no one ever dares to fact-check the stories, because in the modern world, the person with the most trauma is always right.